Hi, I'm Captain Brian Smith for Schooner Perception, and I'm the owner and president of USCaptainsTraining.com. We wanted to talk about cleats. As you can see, there's a schooner behind me. Schooner Utopia is behind me. It's a really big boat, and our schooner is over here. It's Perception. She's a slightly smaller boat. There seems to be a lot of confusion about how to do a cleat, and here's a cleat down here. We have a big one and then we have a small one. What I have to say about this cleat is that that's how you tie a boat to a dock. The old way to do it is tie a round turn and 2 half hitches to a post. That's the official way to do it with a dock line. But if you have dock cleats, which is the modern way to do it, then you can use these. I have 2 diameters of line here, and one's small and one's big. Now, these cleats are sized for different types of line, so often you come to the situation where your line is too small or too big for a cleat, and there's a couple of things you can do about it. Number one, to tie a cleat off, you've got to go, we'll use the big cleat, and I'll use the big line here. What we do is we go from the angle of the boat. So if there's a boat over here, we would go to the back angle. So this is the boat right here. And we go once around the bottom. Now this will trap. That is a trapping device right here. And then we go over, and then what we do is turn down on itself. So it makes a figure 8. And that is the proper way to make a boat cleat. And it will tighten down on itself. So if I was on kind of bigger line on a smaller cleat, you have to watch for this in general. I prefer not to do a big line on a small cleat. On this one, there's still enough room to go around. Now I can do a 360 around, or I can do like a 270 around, and then do it. This one is okay. Now if this cleat, if I was trying to hold that boat with this cleat, I would doubt if this cleat could actually hold the boat. So what I could do a couple of things. If I had a post, I could go around the post, and I always go under. This is a round turn and 2 half hitches, and then come over. I can go under and over, and under and over. And the reason we go around turn first is so this thing can't shinny down to the bottom of the bay here, and it will hold just like this. This is a beautiful way to tie the boat. This is what the American Sailing Association do. U.S. Coast Guard would do it that way. That's a great way to do it. Going back to the cleats, if you use the big mistake on a cleat is going too many times around it, over and over and over and over again. What you do on this cleat is it won't lock down on itself, so it just continues to pay out. So you come back the next day and you got about this much slack in your line. So you want to be careful about this. All you really need is a round turn, 2 half hitches, just like that. Also, too, if another person wanted to use the cleat and you had done this to it, there's no room for a person to put a cleat on top of your cleat. All right? If I wanted to use this cleat and I had a smaller dock line to a smaller boat, I can also utilize the eye in the cleat here. And what I like to do on a boat on a busy harbor, somebody's already got the cleat all wadded up. I will come through the cleat, through the eye, and then I can come out here and make a bowline. And I do this for security sometimes in a busy harbor like that's up against the city. I'll come and my dock line's been undone. But if I do it this way and I make it on my boat just so I can reach over and do it, they can't mess with this. I'm not in their way. So that works out well. Plus, when I get ready to go, we call this a relieve. I've got the dock line in my hand already, so when the captain says cast off, I can just pull it like this and we're gone.